Episode 4, The British, Israel, and Palestinian Resistance. Welcome to YBR The Sword and the Story. This is the place where we wipe away the dust of history to reveal the truths that form the foundation of our existence. Whether it is the shine of the sword or the truth of character, we bring stories that are not only from the past, but also a mirror of today. Summary of the previous episode. In the previous episode, we saw how during the Crusades, Gaza fell under Crusader control, and how Salahuddin Ayyubi, RA, with courage, wisdom, and faith, freed not only Jerusalem, but Gaza as well. We learned that Gaza once again became a center of knowledge, justice, and spirituality. But time turned again, and a new trial began. Introduction to the story. This episode takes us to the 20th century, when the sun of the caliphate set, and Muslim holy sites came under colonial powers. Britain, the Zionist movement, and eventually Israel all combined to turn Gaza once again into a valley of war, oppression, and wounds. But from Gaza's soil, a new movement, a new resistance, and a new spirit were born. The story Gaza and the journey of the 20th century. 1917, British occupation. The first wound came in 1917, when the British Army defeated the Ottoman Empire and took control of Palestine. General Allenby's forces established their rule over Jerusalem and Gaza. In the same year, through the Balfour Declaration, it was announced that support would be given to establish a Jewish state in Palestine. Britain opened Palestine for Jewish immigrants, who were brought from Europe and settled here. 1948, the creation of Israel and the Palestinian catastrophe. On May 14, 1948, the Declaration of Israel's establishment was made. Palestinians call this day Yom al-Nakba, or Day of Catastrophe. Millions of Palestinians were expelled from their homes, hundreds of villages were destroyed, and thousands of civilians were killed or displaced. Millions of refugees took shelter in Gaza. This city became a helpless refugee camp, filled with hunger, wounds, and tears. 1967, Israeli occupation of Gaza. In the June 1967 war, Israel took control not only of the West Bank and Jerusalem, but also Gaza. Military checkpoints, walls, barriers, and the language of bullets became Gaza's daily life. Gaza became an open prison. No freedom, no autonomy, no peace. The Intifada, beginning of resistance. But when wounds of oppression grow deep, resistance is born. In 1987, the first Intifada, popular uprising, began. Young people confronted tanks with stones. The streets of Gaza were stained with Palestinian blood, yet a new courage also emerged. Halernaj 2005, Israeli withdrawal or a new strategy. In 2005, Israel announced it was withdrawing its forces from Gaza, but in reality, Israeli control over the borders, airspace, and sea remained. Gaza's economy was destroyed, its people imprisoned, and life was at a standstill. Hamas and modern resistance. In the 2006 elections, the Islamic movement Hamas won in Gaza. After that, Israel imposed a full blockade. In 2008, 2012, 2014, and 2021, in all these years, Israel launched heavy attacks on Gaza. Thousands were martyred, millions displaced, but the resolve never broke. Gaza became a living symbol of resistance against oppression. Spiritual strength of Gaza. Despite these attacks, Quran memorizers kept emerging, mosques remained active, and the graves of martyrs bore witness to faith. A Palestinian mother said, "We give our children the Quran instead of toys, so they know what their weapon is." Preview of the next episode. Now we reach the most delicate phase of history. In the next episode, we will go to the recent wars of 2023 and 2024, where Gaza was once again drenched in blood, but the world's eyes began to open. We will learn how the media, social media, and the voices of the youth began exposing the oppression. Thought-provoking question. Is there any tyrant power greater than the silence of the international community? What can we do, even if we are not in Gaza? Can our voice, prayers, or knowledge stop this oppression? If this episode moved you, like it, comment, tell us which truth about Gaza shook you the most. Share, so this truth reaches every closed door. Subscribe and press the bell icon so you get the next episode's notification first. This was the 4th episode of YBR The Sword and the Story. We saw how Gaza was repeatedly trampled but never bowed down. Remember, Gaza is not just a place. It is the name of honor, patience, and resistance. In the next and final episode, we will witness the recent wars, the martyrdoms, and the voices that can no longer be silenced. Until then, stay alive, stay awake, keep us in your prayers. Peace, mercy, and blessings of Allah be upon you.